Hello everyone, Chapman here, and we're bringing you another Napoleonic Wars event. Oh dear, Dommy's died already? What? Oh Dommy, you can't take him anywhere. Never mind. So, we have the English and the French. On the English side we have the 2nd KGL, the 1st Brigade 56th, the 4th KGL, the 1st OJD, the 6E 73rd, and there's the 77Y in there as well, and the 5TS KGB, and on the opposing side, pausing to cough, we have the 5E in there, the RFB RDB, the 10th RH, the 18th. So many. Oh, the 17 PP. And yeah, the 10th Royal Horse in there as well. And obviously down the bottom there, Dommy has returned. So, let's go and see what's going on in this line battle. Oh, I hear engineering being done. Oh, goodness me. The Chubby just took a Chubby to the Chubby. A cannonball courtesy of Dogman. Nice start. Here is Polymer from the 30th Garda MV. There's John Sapper. Horses moving around. Here's Colonel Snowfox of the 30th GRMV. And more various people just milling around the area now. We move over to one of the larger hills, where the cannon is set up. Here with the RFB. Who's the engineer? Grenadier Kevin. Fine engineering work, sir. And Corporal Nico, with a fine nose, is setting up the defensive location ready for the guys to take cover. Now, engaging them from a far hill is a line consisting of people being killed by cannonballs. That's the 5th KGR. And there's a lot more. You can see the 2nd KGL in here. In as the skirmishers. Those Baker type rifles giving them improved accuracy at distance. The 5TS KGR. In as the Black Watch. Commanding officer, blind killer, Oberleutnant, no less. And another standard foot over here, which is the 68th, led by Lieutenant Norwegian. Oh dear. Minus tea and cake, who's just been sliced. Yep, and they basically just, yeah, steal his stuff and move on. Such is the harsh realm that is Napoleonic Wars. Now up the top here, the French artillery, the RFB RDB. You can see them aiming the cannon, most likely going to be grape shot for that all-important first kill. Now, the lads being supported by a small line from the 5E. There's Chico. And there's Zemi. There's Zanomsky. There's Clade. Fine horn work coming in from Clade. And the 17 PP are firing back at the enemy. The enemy has the advantage, obviously, of being spread out because they're a light detachment. Commanding officer, Captain AJ Thorne. Or AIG Thorne, I should say. 2nd KGL. The captain leading his boys up the hill to then defend against the attackers, who are, as the captain just gets sliced apart. Here is Chantel. There's Dommy, the man himself, going in for a little bit of murdering. Let us watch Dommy. Oh, watch out, Dommy behind you. Oh, nice turn by Dommy there. Oh, he's getting diddled. He's going to be diddled by multiples. Oh, this is not good. We would like Dommy to remain diddle-free if possible. And he's hiding behind a tree, which is sensible. Got to be the space between him and his opponent. And then get shot in the face. God damn it, Dommy. Oh, dear. Poor Dommy. And here is Vulture's Bayers, I think. 17 PP, cavalry off. Knocking the man to the floor. Captain AIG Thorn. And he's making a run for it as cavalry continues to push the problem away. Look at this. The cavalry man is Gifio, or Gifcio, cadet of the 15 PU, providing cavalry support. Now, we fly over the desert, trying to avoid getting sand in the camera, to see this fine line who's recently suffered some casualties. It's the 18th. There's Liquidity, Robilia, Reap, Rommel, Foltez, Ranker, French, Alwyn, and leading is General Batu Khan of the 18th. Look at that. Stogie and Gob. And it looks like they might be putting a little bit of pressure onto the artillery of the French army. Oh, the 5T SKGR taken down by multiple cannons. Cannonballs, I should say. Nice shot there from Dogman. Lovely shot indeed. And now you can see here the defensive position of the 18th, providing support and covering fire to their friends. Uh-oh. A lone Rambo. Jack HD. From the first OJD. And he's shot in the bollocks. Now, Snow Fox, the Colonel. Trying to keep his boys spread out as best he can. Here's Willie from the BC. Friendly, oh goodness me. Aurelio. And we move over to Major Joseph of the 56th. In with a fellow cavalryman, Chelba 12. Supported also by Popansk. Fine fellow from Sweden. All charged in about 1 minute. And here's the horn man. He's the man with the horn, Sir Arthur of the 56th. So, here we are with the 18th. Looking for the enemy. Quite diversely spread out. Here's Blue Wing. Look at these fellows. In a very defensive-minded attitude. However, Polymer still willing to go out there and load that cannon. Engineer Alex. Right, let's see. The scouting may be done by Thrawn? No, apparently not. That blue skin will give him away. Okay, the cab has to dismount and the all charge has been given. And now, here we go. It's going to be the melee fun, boys and girls. As now we see Spar Katsune. And there's Dogman. Mass murderer with the cannonballs. Oh dear. This man is about to have a bad day. Nordwolf 16. The late Nordwolf 16. And now here comes down from the hills the Black Watch. It's a 77Y. Look out, everyone. Supported by the 73rd. Good stuff indeed. Sergeant Bloody of the 73rd. And let's see how they managed to do. Well, they managed to form a team kill. Drex with a lovely team kill onto poor old Achilles. There's more cavalrymen come down from the hill. There's YOLO swaying. Or YOLO. We just call him YOLO, it's easier. From the 5 PU. And this man here, it's Sergeant Bloody from the 73rd, fighting for his life. Sadly, was not successful. And over here, you've got Apollon from the 73rd. And down goes another member of the Royal Artillery. And down goes 77Y. There's Matty. Cannoneer. Oh dear. This is not a good situation for him. Oh, he gets a good kill out of it. Into blind killer. Forces a team kill. And it's finally finished off. And we move on to the next round. Okay, we return. And it is the start of the next round. Okay, yeah, start again. And we start here on the next round with the teams moving out from their spawn. The various regiments. The 68th, there's Norwegian. Other members of the 68th running to catch up. Some less successful than others. Delayed reactions. There's the 5th KGR, Blind Killer, Oberleutnant, leading his lads out. In the uniforms of the Black Watch. And Saxo, a bit late, seems to be a little bit lost. Over here. Oh dear. What's going on over here? There's random stuff with a horse. And there's the 1st Brigade. Look at these fellows, don't they look lovely? So you can see Colonel Martin of the 73rd. Bagpipery from Corporal Rideout. And here, there's Drax, Rakesh, there's Adjutant Jacob. Checking through the spyglass to see how far they've got. There's Captain Sink. And there's Propan up the top. So, let's see what they're planning to do, because you can see in the distance. Oh! Dommy's just snuffed it already. Oh, poor Dommy. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Oh god, it's Aztir. He's there supervising the artillery section, which is never a good thing. So the RDB there, they got a surgeon in with the bandage, bandaging up those that are hurt and bleeding. Stop that bleeding effect on them. Not going to do some of them a lot of good, as they just got taken apart by a cavalry and line detachment. Look at this. Now, Thrawn. Taking cover behind a horse. Well, here is Colonel Snowfox checking through the spyglass. Cannon continuing to fire. The defensive position still not in place. Possible they've lost their engineer. Nope, here he is. Alex is doing his work, doing his duty diligently to provide cover for his friends. So, Norwegian moving back and forth along the line, supporting the 2nd KGL rifleman. And here is Bubiliev. Recently dismounted, which is obviously down to a certain minimum of numbers required for cavalry. And a bit of horse assassination occurring at the same time. And you can see Ripper and Circumus engaging the enemy at long distance because their rifles can actually handle it. As we fly over to these fellows making a hasty retreat backwards as opposed to a retreat forwards. But yeah, I think you get the gist. But it's more of a regroup really, as you can see the guys getting together, forming the numbers, forming an established line so that they can fire back at the enemy and provide some good firepower. Clock time to YTG or YT Gay from the 18th. Grenadier Husky. And fine defensive engineering work being done by Nico in that big leather apron. And you can see Grenadier Kevin and his friends hiding behind the mounds that have been created. So, let's see if we can find out what's going on. Major Evil Bitch from the 1st EB. And here's Major Chaos of the 1st OJD even. Chubby Herbsman. Witch Doctor full menu. There's Cripple Killer. And Crembit. And Jack HD. So you can see these guys following in behind the riflemen and the skirmishers. Well, Jack isn't, unfortunately. He is now lying face down in the sand. As these boys are dodging cannonballs. And we continue to move around and... What? Corporal Rideout.
Scotland forever!
Bagpipe and now engineer. With a mighty chopper. As the artillery section of the 77Y. Fire another cannonball into the desert, hoping to catch somebody off guard. But sadly, it was not to be. What is... Okay, there's the all charge. Core Poet Emperor, veteran of the 68th. Along with Sergeant Kirk. Corporal Nelly. And leading up front, there's Norwegian. So, they're going to be making their way up to the top of this large hill, obviously to try and get an advantage on the enemy. But, the enemy's going to be waiting for them. Which means now this line up here will have the advantage. Taking a few pot shots at the enemy. Not killing anyone. Causing him to dodge around. Norwegian's got his pistol in hand. Gets the boys into a line as quickly as possible. They're a scrappy line, but nevertheless fire was sent down towards the enemy. And there's the all charge, boys and girls. Now the Brits get to charge down the hill. Fall upon the French. And of course deal with a random horse who's going to barge his way through and carry some people off. Go away, horse. Oh dear. So the horse appears to be interfering with the battle. And Norwegian is now on a 3-on-1 fighting for his life, which unfortunately was unceremoniously ended. Ouch. 5 versus 25. So, the French have it all to do. The 17 PP, Karadzic, and now they're looking for the enemy, who spread quite some deal across. Oh goodness me, what's going on with Nalex? Is he gonna get done over? Yep, he is. Abliev. VLK. 852. Oh dear. Not looking good. Yep, and there we go. And a nice team kill in there as well. Some fine drumming, which has now come to an end. And there you have it. Round over, we move on to the next one. And so here we are, live on the next round after a map change. These lovely stuff here. The rolling hills. Good stuff. And look at this. A building with so many holes, it could be a colander. I especially like the landscape window at the rear here. Hopefully not in the bedroom, but you know. But also no stairs, so I suppose it's an outside stair thing. And here is Pooney of the 1st EB. Girls, no fighting please. And these guys looking for a good... No climbing the church roof, because that's just rude. So, we can assume this is the church. Looks somewhat church-like. And now you can see that. Oh dear! No sappering either. Okay. So you can see here. Forces setting up. The IR-4. There's Noel. There's Bobnov. There's Philo. And you can see them making their way towards the building. But the building's got quite a bit of cover in it. Obviously the stone walls are going to help. Do an archway in which they can funnel people. Fire from behind cover will be very helpful indeed. Although the back end here is somewhat run down and not in the greatest of states. So, let's see if we can find out what they plan to do. As we've got a man out here in the field, running over across the open field, very dangerous. It's Orlanio. Orlanio. Lano. Orlino. Oh, God. And he made it. He survived. So. Here you can see the 10th Royal Horse. With the fine men. Maladuccio. Aureliano. Venslao. Oh my goodness. Polisteriolo. So rowed by John and Mortarian. Okay. Wow. Real serious names there, boys and girls. As the French are on their way over. Chorazimi from the 17pp carrying the flag with pride. It's more of a polearm weapon with a hideous spike on the end. He seems to have found himself a good position behind the cover. As these guys are continuing to fight back. Getting into positions of cover on top of the hill. Oh, sorry, on top of the building. Oh dear. And then making their way over to the roof. Which seems to be a good, safe position for them. Gonna be hard to get out. The choke points. But these fellas still holding the line at the wall. Here's Ziggy from the 73rd. Wandering out on his own. Unsupervised. And here is the 5th. The KGR. Oboist Mika. And also Flexi in there and doing the loading. There's Basilcum.
God save the king!
God indeed. The Purple Tiger of the 5th KGR. Aggressive engineering at its best. Multiple mounds of dirt to stop incoming cannibals, but not necessarily to stop outgoing cannibals, as the 5E just got effed. Let's see if we can find any of them. Looking around for the 5E. Or what remains. Oh dear. Of the 5E. Don't even know what Sync is doing. I don't think Sync knows what Sync is doing. There's Abby. With the bandages. Onto Krembit. From the first OJD. There's Joshy Boy. And Jacob. And Chief Centurion. And Rideout. Well, precisely. What's going on here? I suppose making use of any cover that's available. Not sure why he's looking at the rocks that closely. Some serious microscopic investigation going on there. See if we can track down the 5E if there's any of them left. Here you can see the 73rd making a run at the likes of this gentleman. Sergeant Dogman running off in a different direction. Difficult to say what's going to happen. Oh, here we go. Sniffing him down. Oh, goes in for a quick preemptive kick. It wasn't successful. Oh dear. And down goes Peripera. And the Apollo CZ. So we move over to the artillery position, of which there is not a lot. They're all pretty much lying down on the job. Even the horses. And just, yeah. No attention to detail, no duty or any of that kind of stuff. They're just having a snooze. So, Sergeant Fox decides to take the baton here and load up the cannon. Oh, fine murder coming in there. As the man's trying to do the cannon. People keep interrupting him, which is obviously very rude. Sergeant Fox now fighting the enemy with a virtual toothpick in comparison to the reach of the rifles. And so it proved to be. 25 versus 44. It's still all to play for. Although that said, the English do have the numerical advantage. There's Kev. There's Sir Cutler Beckett. And Captain Chantel. And it's a 3-on-1 situation. And they're against Grenadier Kevin of the RDB. Gotta watch his side flank. Turning inside it, he gets a nice kill. Until finally murdered by 2 men. Attacking at the same time. So, let's see what happens now. Uh-oh. Major Clock Time, Whitey Gay. And Landeschutz, or Landeschutz. And then they're going to do another map change as well, so. Ursinian. Where are they running to? Where are they going? As they don't have a lot of friends left right now. So Clock Time is looking for some enemies. His saber is hungry. Sadly, his opponent was even hungrier. The Purple Tiger defending himself from Corporal Cody of the IR4. A nice turn and stab coming in from the Purple Tiger. Lovely turn and stab that was. Good stab into his enemy for the first attack. Enemy's now going to be bleeding. Oh, stabbed him in the air. The Purple Tiger has been skinned. There's Achilles. Let's see. Oh, nice stab. Janonsky. And he's finished off. And we have returned after another map change. Nice lake. Well, more of a deep river, I suppose you could say. Going to be interesting to see how the teams form off across this. And you can see they're in as they're aligned. And the Prussians. Oh, good start there. Corporal Nelly of the 68th. Chubby Goldfish. First OJD. Great name. Chubby Crimbit. And we look over here. Captain AIG Thorn. AIJ Thorn. It's clock time. Let's have a look around. 30th Guard. The 18th. 10th Royal Horse. The 73rd. 5. The 70th MY. In as, of course, the artillery. 2nd KGL. There's Tea and Cake from 68th. Corporal E of the 18th. Obviously, couldn't type his name properly. Got his keyboard stuck. Oh, nice. Axe kill. There's Nord Wolf. First DB are in here as well. Colonel Furious. And Pooney. There's Dark. Bulldog. Here's Polymer. There's Captain Sink, who appears to be all on his lonesome today. Mad Cammy. Oh goodness me, look at this. The 73rd. Already getting into a stand-up fight. With the 46th. General Batucan. There's FW Dark. With, of course, the most accurate pistol in gaming. 17 PP supporting the cannon as Arty Guard. Captain Chantel. There are quite a few in here. You can see a lot of familiar names. See if we can find the 5th. Ah, here we go. There's Major Lacoste. Oh dear. Aureliano. There's Sir Cutler Beckett. There he is. My good friend, Mr. French Monk. In there with his lads. Always a pleasure to see him. Oh, was that a member? Oh, no, there we go, from the VBRG Harvester. I thought he might have been a member of the VA Guard, but it was not to be. So, this line... forming and trying to push back against the enemy, who has the advantage of the cover of the tree lines. Although not advantageous for all. Ophion is no more. Didn't hide behind the right tree. These guys did, and unfortunately they still got murdered. There's Jack in. And me. Hater Mr. Team. Supporting what appears to be a spread out skirmish line of the 68th. There's the Blobman. So now they're going to be supported by these fine fellows from the OJD. There's Chubby Goldfish. Currently looking for a weapon. A musket, so it can be a bit more effective. We're going to be looking for the cartridges as well. Not having much joy there. As making their way across them is the 5th KGR. And cannonballs continue to fly over their heads. Wow. Stretching. Oh. Been a long day. So. And these fellows. 68. Making their way. Trying to close in on the artillery position here. Which is taking quite a bit of fire. The RT Guard, supported by Sergeant Blackadder. And of course, Alex and the other members of the 30th Guard here. MV Recruit Zealots. Oh, a nice kill by John Sapper. Into members of the 1st OJD. A nice cannonball hit. As the 1st EB moves out to the left-hand side to support the cavalrymen. Sorry, not cavalrymen. The artillerymen. But they're going to be pushing against probably superior numbers here. A skirmisher line, and yes, they're getting up close and personal. The boys are getting aggressive. Look at this. Colonel Fury moving in. It's going to be a melee confrontation. The 1st EB have the advantages against them. And so it's proving to be, as Colonel Fury is one of the few remaining men up against those Prussians. And look at that, supported by his teammates. Covered and helped. As there we go, another Prussian taken down. And you can see the remaining Prussians are fleeing. Oh, there he is. Deciding to tactically retreat. Oh, he's going to stand and fight. No, no, he's not. More murdering occurring behind them as they continue to run for safety. There's Start Gaming, or Star Gaming I should say. There's Marvin them. Mass murder occurring all over the place. There's Harvester. Lord Wolf. Oh, finished off completely. And Joshy Boy. Currently running from the entire enemy army. Along with Harvester. Is he going to turn and fight is the question. Get in the trees, maybe get the advantage. Turns and fights. And he's going up against multiple enemies. Sadly for him, it was not to be. And here we are on the final round. A nice dinky little map. Let's see. And kind words said, thank you. Okay. So. Maledicato. Maledicato. Trooper of the Royal Horse. Look at that hat. I bet that hat's really hot to wear. Obviously these guys a little bit less ridiculous, but still pretty mad. Oh boy. Sorry about that. Something in my eye. Oh, John Sapper. From the guards. In with a cannon. Being loaded by polymer. What's going on over here? More cannonballs being thrown into the battle. And the other artillery is firing back. Very short distance between the two. You can see engineering being done by Hidoka. Good stuff. Kind of makes you wonder. I feel a bit nostalgic every time I hear that noise of the digging. Kind of makes you wonder how they made it. Not familiar with that sound from when I've been using a shovel. Grenadier Husky deciding to cheese it back to the defensive position. Cannonballs coming in from John Sapper claiming multiple members of the same regiment. There's Corporal E. We move over to these fine fellows of the 5th, Kev and French Monk and friends. There's Cutler, obviously. Lofted Luke's in there, murking for them today. And there he is, of course, Mr. Dommy. And Chantel following him from behind. So let's watch French and see how his luck runs today. Well, vive indeed. Now he's moving up towards a line here. Are they going to get into a line quick enough? Or are they going to... Nope, looks like they're just a team. Oh, what is going on here with the 18th? Lots of bleeding going on, apparently. And a bit of horn. So the 5th managing to avoid multiple cannons, which is always a good thing. Oh, hello. Now they're sneaking in behind the enemy. Kubas and friends. Is the 5th going to be able to get themselves into a line quick enough? This is not good. Kubas is going to be looking behind him. There we go. The 5th form their line. Nice stuff going in there from those fellows. And now they move up to push their advantage. Let's watch the lieutenant in action. Mr. French Monk. Nice opportunistic stab there. His other stab attempt was blocked. Oh, good kill. Oh dear. Okay, so Dommy not a fan of the horn apparently. Oh dear. PFC whoosh is no more. A quick whoosh and he was gone. So they're now going to be reforming their numbers. As the lieutenant leads the boys out. Cannonball bounces near them. In between two lines of the 5th on the left. And the remaining members of... Oh no! More of the 5th. And the 18th as well. So... There's Dommy. Oh my goodness, look at that. With a face only a mother could love. And there's fire coming in from the right as well. Going in for a little bit of... Look at that, a first kill. Beautiful stab by Dommy. And another kill by Dommy. Look at that. Assisting Chantel in the murder. And Dommy's musket and bayonet drenched with enemy blood. Hello. Turns to face off against Dommy. Murdered. How is Dommy doing? He's a 5-0 so far. I hear an explosive box. So. And there we go. A nice team kill as well.
Vive la patrie!
What is going on over there? Dear oh dear.
Vive la France!
Okay, so they're moving back. Nalex. Deciding to cheese it. Understandable. And he's up against Dommy. Oh dear.
À la terre!
Dommy with the kill. 6-0. Just disgusting. So Danger Noodle. Here he is. Oh, and he manages to force a team kill as well. The Danger Noodle is sliced. And here is Captain AI J Thorn. Last man? Last man. About to take on Dommy and the boys. This could be over very fast. Oh, Dommy! And there you have it, boys and girls. Another line battle here on the Napoleonic Wars. I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again for more. Take care, everyone.